Hey guys, Gary Richards here with Tampa Bay Vegan. Welcome back to the channel. So back in the kitchen this morning making my daily green smoothie, and I wanted to share with you guys a new green that I've been using in my smoothies just to kind of supplement. I mean, I don't fill the blender up, with this green just because it has a slightly more sliminess to it. Honestly, I don't really notice it at all if I just use, like half a cup or even a cup of this stuff. The nice thing about it, it's got these huge green leaves, so much bigger than a normal piece of spinach that would be about this big. It's called Malabar spinach, right? So apparently it's also called Indian spinach and a bunch of other Asian names that I can't pronounce, so I'm not even gonna try, but it's used all over Southeast Asia and the tropical regions, and they think it might have come from Indonesia or possibly India to begin with, used in dishes like curries and all sorts of things like that. I use it, again, just in my green smoothies as a way to supplement some of the store-bought stuff. I have a garden full of all kinds of variety of kale and try to grow spinach and Swiss chard and stuff. But here in Florida, the beautiful thing about this is it's a perennial here, and it also loves the heat. It's heat tolerant, so we don't have any worries like we do with Swiss chard or even some of the kales that don't do a very good job. Spinach can barely grow in the garden here in the summertime, so beautiful plant, and it can grow up to 10 feet tall on a trellis. So I've got it in my yard. I'll show you a clip of it. I just planted it about a month ago, so it's only about 10 inches tall or so. But I've got it in a big container with a trellis, so hopefully it'll keep growing up, and we'll be able to see this thing. I'll show you in some future videos. Hopefully it'll be 8 or 10 feet tall. So the the other interest, or where I got it is a company called True Leaf Market is who I bought it through. I think it was about $3.99 or so, and it came with about 80 seeds. I bought two different varieties. This one is called the Big Round Leaf, and then this one is just called Green Vine Supreme. I usually plant them in the windowsill of my home. Let me grab it, I'll show you. So I just use these little guys in the windowsill. You probably can't see it yet, but I've got another couple coming up in here. Basically, I just put one per container, sometimes two per container on the kale and stuff. This stuff seems to germinate really well, and I don't see any of these cubes not producing a plant. So, I'll usually just do one per container or one per slot. Once they get up, 2 or 3 weeks or so, I'll throw them out in the garden, in the yard. Like I said, I'm just growing this in a container by itself. I read not to put it with other cabbage family plants. So right now I've just got it by itself. They said you could put basil with it to keep pests away, and also put marigolds in there and some pole beans on the trellis to bring some nitrogen into the plant as well. So I think I'm going to plant some pole beans here as well, and see if we can't get those going, and I've got some basil out there I can put with it as well. So what I'm going to do, I'll break away and show you some nutrition facts on Malabar spinach and compare it to regular spinach, and then we'll wrap it up. Have a great day, everybody. Bye. Walk you through the nutritional values of both Malabar spinach, what they're calling vine spinach here, as well as regular raw American spinach. This is on nutritionvalue.org. This is the best place I could find that just showed a straight representation of comparison of the two. As you can see from the nutrition label itself, the calories are a tiny bit lower, but negligible. We're looking at 100 grams just to make it even for both. Sodium's a tiny bit higher with the regular spinach. Not that it's anything to worry about. You get a little more iron with the regular spinach, but the calcium and all that's about the same. Total carbohydrates about the same. So if you look down at the vitamins, they're roughly the same. Looks like regular spinach beats it just a tiny bit. I noticed that there's vitamin B in both, actually a little more in the Malabar spinach, and you've got a good amount of folate. So it looks like regular spinach beats it a tiny bit, but it's negligible as well. The one really interesting thing is the vitamin C in regular spinach versus Malabar spinach. You get about 3 times as much, which is really cool. If you go down here to your nutrients for minerals, it's roughly comparable. Again, lower iron than regular spinach. Magnesium and all the rest are pretty close. Pretty negligible in terms of differences there. And then again, proteins. Looks like you're getting a little bit more of most from regular spinach, but we're not using this stuff for our protein sources anyway. So thanks for watching the video today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll put some links in the description for the true leaf market, as well as the this is actually the name on the package is the Katazawa Seed Company. I haven't bought from them directly, but it looks like they specialize in a lot of Asian seeds, so check them out. Have a great day. Bye.